Hello and welcome to episode 2 of Practifest. Today we will study clarity and the necessity of having clarity. In the first episode, we warmed up with for manifestation with gratitude. But today we will going to be training clarity. Clarity means knowing what you want, but with details. I will show an example later on this video. Vague instruction equals vague result. So let's think about this like this. If you open Google Maps and type somewhere nice, it won't work. Similar to reality, if you say, "Hey, I want to be happy" or "I want to be rich," it needs a lot of precision. Vague inputs creates vague output, and your brain in reality follow instructions. The clearer and the more detailed the instructions, the better will be the results. So, do you know the saying, be careful what you wish for because you just might get it? From my experience, it means a lack of clarity. As I told you in the first episode, I used to train manifestation at some point in my life in an amateur way. This time it worked. I just finished university and was accepted into a master's. So I needed to find a dorm room. I decided at this moment to play a little bit with manifestation. So I took a pen and I wrote on a piece of paper what I wanted from my next experience. So I really wanted a dorm room with only one roommate. This is very difficult to get in Romania. Also, I wanted him to listen to techno because I wanted us to hang around, be friends, and it was important for me that he would have the same music taste. And also, I really wanted him to be good with girls. I lacked confidence at that point in my life, and I wanted my roommate to be able to be around girls as much as he could, so that I would be around girls as much as I could. Everything I received, but because lack of clarity, it worked. It worked out that he was a very awful human being. I didn't specify that he should also be at least a decent human being. I had After 3 months, I left and I asked a friend, "Hey, listen, can I stay with you?" Because I just couldn't take him anymore, and that was it. So, since I have been starting to practice manifestation in a more professional way or with consistency every day, I realized that in order to have good quality, you need to ask very good and specific questions. In this episode, we will take general desires that every person needs and break them into specific questions, like the best version of ourselves, our lover, and financial money. So grab a pen, take a piece of paper, let's fix vague desires. When I do this on my own at home, I do it a lot more detailed, but for this episode, I think this will be enough. Look and feel. You have to ask yourself, what is my ideal body weight and shape? For every person, it's different. You have to know what is the best version for yourself. What inner states do I have? Am I a victim mentality? Am I very calm during challenges? You have to define this as much as you can. How do I dress? If I had all the money in the world, what kind of clothes would I wear? How do I wake up every morning? Is it enthusiastic? Is it hopeful? You have to decide for yourself. How happy am I all day long? This, of course, everybody probably wants to be as happy as they could, but you have to bring details, and so this is look and feel. Status, for a lot of people, status is very important. But in order to look great, you also have to feel great. So, how do I feel about myself? If let's say you want to be a CEO, you have to define the feelings that you have about yourself first. After that, what will be written on my tombstone? This is also very important. Like, did he help humanity in some way? Was he a carpenter? Everybody has its own answers. What groups do I hang in? Also, what kind of people do I want around me? What kind of friends do I want around me? What kind of girlfriend do I want around me? And so on. Also, this I think is very important because I think it will bring everybody a sort of sense or purpose. How do I contribute to society? Of course, or a better question about this will be how do I contribute to society and earn what I deserve? So that is probably better. And also, this is very important, the willingness part. You have to consider your qualities, your good parts, the parts that are not so good about yourself. If there is, I made this icon here because if there will be some questions about what you do not like, but it's very important when you manifest to write the opposite of what you do not like. You have to know what you do not like, but then you have to manifest the opposite because what we think, that's what we attract. So if you don't want to be poor, this is very basic example, but if you don't want to be poor, you have to define like how much money do I have, and you will see in the next one. So willingness, how many hours do I work daily? How many hours can I work daily? I can work, I don't know, 6-7 hours, not more. I cannot do more. What skills and habits do I need? So if I want to become a CEO, probably the first skill that you're gonna need is people skills like management, sales. What excuses do I need to drop? Some people lie to themselves, and you need to find out what you lie to yourself and drop the excuses. What discomfort can I take? Also, this list can go on and on and on and on. So please, if you're willing to try this, maybe you talk to some chat GPT or something like that, and they will inspire you to come up with a lot of questions. My lover, the vibe. How does my partner look? You have to be uh, you have to know what you find attractive about your partner. So in order to describe him, her as well as you can. How do I feel around her? This is also very important. Do I need to keep quiet? Do I need? Can I be myself? This is very important. So you have to define this before you know what you will search for. How smart or kind is he? Also, if this is important for you, your partner should be at least this smart, at least this kind. What does he do? For many people, the status of their partner is very important. So, what does he do for a living? What else is important to me about my partner? This is very specific to each one of you, so you have to think about this stuff. After that, there is connection. How is our love life? What is the ideal love life for you with your partner? And you have to define this. What type of conversations do we have? Maybe you really need your partner to be on a certain political value or something like that. This is also important to know what you don't like and then manifest the opposite, what you want. What type of affection is between us? You might find at one point that your partner matches most of this stuff, but then she may not be affectionate as you want it to be, or something like that. So define this as well. How do we solve problems? How do we talk to each other? You don't like something about your partner. In what way do you speak to them? How willing are them to hear you? And then willingness. What do I have and what am I willing to offer? Because if you want a perfect partner, you're going to have to work. You're going to have to become the person that they are attracted to as well. What I'm not willing to accept. Also, this is the one that's negative. But you have to know what you're not willing to accept, and then um, create your partner in the opposite way. Create the list that you want from your partner in the opposite way. What daily effort can I make? I mean, some people argue all the time. Some people need their own time, their alone time. They need to spend time away from their partner. What can you do and what can you not do on this behalf? Am I a good match right now, or do I need to become one? So, if you're a student right now and you want to um, superstar, maybe you need to work a little bit more on your status before hoping for a superstar. I don't know, but maybe it works anyway. But you have to be willing to put in some effort. Okay, so the financial part. Ideal life. Where do I live? What is my house like? Is it next to a river? Is it next to the sea? What do I own? What is the ideal life? Or you maybe you want a yacht. Maybe you don't want anything. Maybe all you want is time. How much time do I have daily? So this is mostly towards the freedom part. What do I spend my money on? Also, you have to know what you want to spend and what you want to buy, so you know what income you should have. What else do I need to feel secure and happy? This is unique to everybody. After that, you have income. What comes in monthly? So you have to, if you know what you spend on a month, then you will know what you will need on a month. From how many sources does it come? What assets do I have? This is in the ideal life. How predictable is my cash flow? And then you can have a lot more questions. And if I hope you will enjoy, you must do it with happiness and think of this as the beginning of a wonderful life. Willingness. How much time can I work? As I said before, you have to know how much time you can work on a daily basis. What skills do I need to learn? What am I willing to sacrifice? What am I willing not to sacrifice? Also, when you know what you're not willing to sacrifice, you will move around this. How patient and dedicated am I? Also, all these types of questions will help you learn what you can put in for your ideal life, and then there will be a lot of ideas. Okay, so another important thing is that you don't need immediate answers. Some answers will come fast, some will need time. And if you are willing to take on this beautiful process, please, and I hope that you enjoy this, because it will be a lot more efficient if you enjoy the process. If you like this, if you think this is a good channel, a useful channel, please spread the word, like, share, and subscribe. This was today's practice. See you next time. This is Practifest.